Steph Curry and Andre Iguodala are two NBA players known for more than their talents on the basketball court. These are players that are also well known for their tech savviness. Perhaps few things reinforce the latter better than their recent drop into the world of esports. What's good, y'all? This the Brode Lee from Hustle League. In 2018, the two Warriors invested in Swift, a multi-game esports organization. Thus, Curry and Iguodala became part of a consortium who contributed the lump sum of $37 million in funding received by Andy Den, founder and CEO of Team Solomid. Other investors whose resources went into this investment include Bessemer Venture Partners, who contributed the larger bulk of the money, a sum of $25 million. It was Bessemer also who recruited Curry and Iguodala, as well as other investors like Steve Simon, future Indiana Pacers owner, Steve Young, NFL Hall of Famer, along with other CEOs and executives of tech and sports companies. Brian Barr used to be Curry's roommate at Davidson College, and now manages some of Curry's business avenues ranging from philanthropy to investments to media interests to brand partnerships. Speaking on behalf of Curry, he explained that being a dad of 3 kids who are constantly engaging with all kinds of content on all kinds of devices spurred the NBA's legend interest in the esports niche. As Barr goes further to explain, Curry believes that esports has the power to influence the way we will consume content and engage with the media in the future. So, this opens up a world of opportunities as Steph sees it. In his words, Steph believes that esports has the ability to change and influence the way future generations of people consume and engage with media and content. Steph cares a lot about his family and what that looks like for future generations. He felt like there were potential opportunities to get involved where he might be a small part of where that goes in the future. In an interview with ESPN, Barr revealed that there was about 2 months of conversation about esports before Curry finally made his investment. He also mentioned that Curry was motivated in part by the increase in participation of the league, as well as NBA ownership groups in the esports industry, which, by the way, is growing rapidly. For instance, in October of 2017, Joe Lacob and Kirk Lacob, majority owners of the Warriors and Sun, along with the team's assistant general manager, led the team to bid for a permanent slot in the League of Legends Championship Series. And since then, they have also gone on to launch the Golden Guardians team in the same league. Andre Iguodala, just like Steph Curry, has been one of the top tech investors in the NBA since 2013. He has also advised the younger generation of NBA players to cut out the Fortnite and take their time to understand the business of sports before their career is over. With his investments in TSM, Andre makes his first foray into the booming industry that is esports. According to Newzoo, a gaming research firm, the esports industry made a revenue of $900 million as of 2018. And there are projections that this figure will bump up to over $1 billion very soon. Founder and CEO of TSM, who himself used to be a League of Legends player, founded his company in 2009 at the age of 17. With a lot of hard work and resilience, Den was able to build an organization that has enjoyed a good deal of success. According to Forbes, Den said a huge chunk of the $37 million funded received would be used to build a facility in Los Angeles, which would be used for players' trainings. As for the rest of the fund, those will go into franchising fees, acquisitions, and more investments. When asked why Bessemer Venture Partners invested, Ethan explained that the company was impressed with Andy's commitment to the company and what he'd been able to do without any capital. In his own words, what he, speaking of Andy, had done without any capital at all was 2 or 3 times as much as people who has raised a lot of money. From the looks of things, Steph Curry and Andre Iguodala aren't the only Warriors on the lineup of people interested in the esports niche. In fact, it would appear that the Warriors are all over this industry. We already mentioned Joe Lacob and his son, Kirk. But other Warrior owners also have stakes in the industry, like Peter Guber and Chamath, who was also a founding investor in Facebook. And of course, Peter Guber, who has investments in Team Liquid, a team in North American League of Legends. It's safe to say that in the entire world of professional sports, Curry and Iguodala have become top tech influencers. In the summer of 2017, the two hosted the debut edition of Players Technology Summit, a program that brought athletes, founders in sports tech, and investors together. So when you think of it, these two exploring the world of esports was only an event waiting to happen, especially when you consider their portfolio of tech companies. Curry, on one hand, owns a share of Pinterest and also has investments in different startups including Slice, a pizza delivery app, and CoachUp, a startup that links pro athletes with private coaches. Curry also happens to be a Series B investor, along with Jerry Seinfeld and some others for Brandless. As for Iguodala, his investment portfolio is super diverse, perhaps one of the most diverse you'd find amongst professional athletes. Companies and startups he has invested in includes Trumid, an e-trading platform, and the Players Tribune, a media company. He also has investments in Thrive Global, a company dedicated to supporting individuals dealing with stress and burnout using technology and media. As for the Golden State Warriors, they were bounced out the play-in tournament. Hopefully they're looking to rebound next year with Klay Thompson coming back from that horrific injury he had in the offseason. And as for Iguodala, Miami Heat, they got bumped out the playoffs in the first round. Not so much of Iguodala because he's a role player now due to his age, but we go see what these two franchises got coming up in the offseason. And with that, we come to the end of today's video. We hope y'all found this topic interesting. If you didn't, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel, Hustle League. Alright y'all, until next time, it's the Bro Lee from Hustle League. I'm out.